What up, 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 what up? Oh, there we go. What's going on, fam? Welcome to Live with London, episode 337. I don't subscribe to that. If you're in the room, go ahead and share this stream out with your family and friends so that you are tuned in and they need to be tuned in too. Share, 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 and let me know that you are here as well. Let's go ahead and get things going and kicked off. I was going to say Wednesday rolled around so quickly, but of course, Mondays of all days roll around so very fast. You know, I like to enjoy the weekends, but, you know, it just is what it is when it comes down to Mondays. What up, Elatice? What's going on? What's going on? So if it's your first time joining, you may not know, but I am London, and I kick things off with a little something called, or that I like to call, Title and Artist, where I recite the lyrics to a song, and it is your job to drop into the comments the title and the artist, of course. So this week's song, what inspired this week's song? I don't even remember, but I came up with it today. I don't know I think I was watching like something on TV and it made me think about this song, but nonetheless, it goes a little something like this. We started off casual, walks through the park, candlelight dinners by dark. I'm thinking I'm smart. What up, Mama Mash? Afraid she might think I'm in a rush to touch, clutch, and be. But baby, I don't want. Oh, clutch and be up. There we go. That's the rest of the lyric. All right. Anywho, so what did I do this past weekend? This past weekend felt like such a blur. Oh, okay, I do know what I did. I slept until like 11:30 on Saturday morning because I didn't get home until almost 3 a.m. Saturday morning. So I certainly slept in and then went and ran a few different errands. Went shopping actually for the first time in probably 2+ years. I would say that I actually went out and purchased clothes for myself. But it's the B-Day week coming up, so I had to get a couple little fits and looks or whatever. So looking forward to this weekend because I'm taking off from the 9 to 5 and completely just going off grid a little bit. Won't be posting too much, but we'll see how it goes. But anywho, went shopping, had a good time. And then Sunday, I think I stayed in the house mostly all day yesterday. Yeah, I only left outside of my house once. And that was just to take the trash outside. And other than that, I was in the house all day Sunday. Because your boy was tired. Anywho, I see you, Mama Mash. All right, I'm going to do Title and Artist one more time. Then we're going to go ahead and jump into the hot tops. So we started off casual. Walks through the park. Candlelight dinners by dark. I'm thinking I'm smart. Afraid she might think I'm in a rush to touch, clutch, and be up. If you know the lyrics to that song, go ahead and drop the title and the artist in the comments below. And if you don't, hey, by the end of the show, I will reveal it if I stumped y'all, and I might even sing it if I can catch the beat. Anywho, let's get things going. So the Olympics rounded out this past weekend. It's over. It's done. It's a wrap. 2020 Olympics in Tokyo, but in 2021 it's done. But I didn't get a chance to watch the synchronized swimming, but I know that they are real athletes, and the proof of that is in these videos. But what I'm going to do, so this video I'm about to play, I'm going to play twice. The first time just with silence, so that y'all can see the different things. I can commentate a little bit on it. But then the second video will be Leslie Jones. Yeah, Leslie Jones commenting on things. It's hilarious. Go ahead and check this out.
Oh, hell.
To me, they were very much giving youth step group, and I'd even say members of the Divine Nine as a whole, maybe at a stroll-off competition, an extrav. They were in formation. They were in step, lock, and key with one another. Do you see the movements? I was very surprised, to be quite frank. But this is where it gets really fascinating here. I'm thinking the best I got is about 15 seconds, and that's with me not moving, right? But go ahead and now watch it. Forgive the language, y'all. Leslie Jones kind of don't care. She said what she want to say, which I appreciate. But check it out now with sound playing.
Oh, hell yeah. This how we roll up when that motherfucker didn't text you back. What? You ain't text my homegirl back. All right then. Oh, this is some formation shit to the next level. Them fucking suits are insane.
So while watching that video, all I could think, because they are like dancing right underwater, and y'all know one of my favorite movies, top two movies, is Baps. And I just keep thinking about the part where it's like, you gonna get that job. Go ahead and show them how to dance or whatever the case where Niecy was talking, not Niecy, but Mickey was talking to Niecy. So I thought about this next video, this dancer underwater, who I played a video of before. I think she was doing one of Beyonce's songs. This time she's doing one from The Weeknd. And all I kept thinking was like, they need to go in and see this girl videos and put her on the team. Because she'll kill that job. She'll do a good job on that. Check this out. The talent, yo, like the talent. Y'all, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and share this stream out. Let your people know that you're watching. They should be watching Live for London episode 337. I don't subscribe to that as well. For y'all who are just not joining, thank you for joining. I'm London. Let's get into some more of these hot tops. So let's also get into... let's talk about Megan Good. So speaking of birthdays, as I mentioned, my birthday is this Friday coming up, which I'm looking forward to. I'll do a birthday episode on Wednesday. But Megan Good, who we've known since like the early days of, I think the first Friday, she was a little kid at the ice cream truck, Eve's Bayou, Cousin Skeeter, Stomp the Yard, Think Like a Man, like so many different movies and shows that we've seen her in. She was in a CBS show, maybe it was a Fox show too, that I really liked, and they canceled it. I think it was called like... I forget, Interpreter or something like that. Intuition, Interception, something like that. I think it came on Fox or either CBS. What up, Drew? Megan turned 40. This is 40 right here. Shout outs to the Leos. What's up, Leos? But this is what she wrote about her turning 40. She said, I did this shoot to commemorate and be a visual timestamp to remember exactly where I was in this season of myself. Full, at peace, in awe of answered prayers, healing from even things I didn't know I needed healing from. Free is what Good says. I want other women to look forward to getting older and embrace all the amazing freedom it brings, to unapologetically find their path and purpose, and to look at our life's lessons through the perspective of empowerment and unbreakable crowns. It's been such a journey thus far, and we can choose that all of it has made us stronger and more equipped to be effective for what's next. I so look forward to being more usable in the kingdom of God. Big ups. Let's zoom in a little bit on this here face that she's giving us. The face, the body, the looks, all of that. Like, this is 40s. Big ups to Megan Good. Megan Good Franklin, if you want to use her pastor, influencer, producer, writer, husband's last name, Devon Franklin. Megan Good is still good, you know? This is 40, and we could all only be so lucky, is how I would put it. We could only hope to be so fortunate and lucky. But yeah, she's giving body, looks, face, just the face for me. Ever since she had that eyebrow surgery, she's just even elevated that much more in just her fineness. So I like that she low-key too for the most part too. I think that's pretty dope and cool. Now, in news of other photo shoots, Tamika Mallory, if you know of her, she's an activist, really big in Black Lives Matter movements. Has been very vocal with everything that's been going on over the past year and a half. I remember watching a video from her regarding George Floyd that was so powerful that I just stopped everything that I was doing. Well, nonetheless, she too also had a photo shoot recently, and apparently one of her confused admirers, because clearly this woman follows her and didn't come across as a fan per se in this comment that she wrote. So I'm gonna just call her a confused admirer. Let's get into the clapback that Tamika had to deliver. So Miss Sandrea, I guess is her name, Miss S. Andrea, Miss Sandrea, I'm assuming it is. It says, what would Angela do? You do it well, you look like $1 million, but what the F does it have to do with the movement? Create a separate page for glam shots. We want Tamika, regardless. Don't lies your followers. Maybe don't lie to your followers. I don't know what that means. I am out in all caps. So Tamika responded with, since you think you can come to my personal page and tell me what to do, let me learn you something. This is my personal page, hence my personal name, Tamika D. Mallory. On this page, I post whatever the hell I want. You might see me. This is the part where I said I got to include on the next show. Tamika D. Mallory said, you might see me popping coochie or praise dancing. Cue Cardi B, pop it on the stove, pop it on the couch, on the pole, whatever Cardi said, and Bacon Head. But she said, you might see me popping coochie or praise dancing. My work page is under my organization at Until Freedom. You should block yourself from my personal page and go over there for the work. Okay? See ya. If that ain't the most classiest clapback I ain't never heard, I just don't know what is. Like, but and I don't even know if it's classic. It was sophisticated ratchet because you might see me popping coochie or praise dancing. Can we put it on a t-shirt? Can we put it on a t-shirt? Stats. I need to see it on a t-shirt. Like exactly Corco without Corco, that part, period. Like, we need it on a shirt. You might see me popping coochie or praise dancing. There's no in between. It's one or the other. And I do want to also add that, like, people just gonna hate. Because the photos that I shared that Tamika posted, glam shots or whatever you want to choose to call them, like, why does somebody feel the need to comment what they commented? They didn't have to do that. They just simply didn't. But a hater's going to always reveal themselves, and I just consider them to be confused admirers. Because clearly, the Miss Sandrea or whatever was following Tamika, and I guess she thinks Tamika's going to be hurt that she stops following her. I doubt it. She has like 1 million followers at this point. Now, speaking of a lot of followers, or did I say a lot of kids? Which one is it? I don't really know. Our man Nick Cannon, who we discussed in recent months about just the amount of children that he now has, which, again, hey, you got the money to afford them, take care of them, hopefully love them even from a distance, then I'm in full support of you living your life with your own decisions as long as you're taking care of your responsibilities. But I want y'all to get into what Nick had to say. Mr. Cannon himself, Mr. Wildin' Out, had to say regarding what he doesn't subscribe to, hence the title of tonight's show. Check this out.
It's not the number of kids, though. I guess people question the different baby mothers. That's what it is.
But why do people question that? I mean, because that's a Eurocentric concept when you think about the ideas of, like, you're supposed to have this one person for the rest of your life, and really that's just a classified property when you think about it. I mean, like, when you go into that mindset, if we really talking that talk, like, just the idea that a man should have one woman, we shouldn't have anything. I have no ownership over this person. Like, if we're really talking about how we coexist and how we populate, it's about what exchange can we create together. So I've never really subscribed to that mentality. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I understand the institution of marriage and stuff, but if we go back to what that was about, that was the classified property. That was because a father gave another man his daughter for land. So when you really get to that concept, it's like, all right, well, we got to change all of this up because I don't want ownership over anybody. I don't have ownership of any of the mothers or...
So I have a lot of thoughts, and I want to just lead with saying I'm really not mad at what Nick Cannon has to say here. Now, I will say this. I, too, believe in the institution of marriage, but I also, at the same time, believe that no one is anyone's property. And so it makes you say, is it insane or ridiculous? Because it's like he actually low-key is making sense to me. And I can't say that I disagree. I personally would prefer to be procreating with one person as being a unit, a family, and this, that, and the third. But I also agree with him, and sometimes with the antiquated things that we continue to do as a society because of what our ancestors or what our forefathers or what whoever may have done, and they were living in a completely different world than what we are today. So I'm not mad at what Nick had to say. I'm curious to know what y'all thoughts are. I'm seeing the comments are now coming through. But I'm not mad. I too believe that no one is anybody else's property. And I brought this up, I think, back in 2020. Or might have even been 2019 at this point. And it was the quote from Lauren London regarding Nipsey Hussle saying that you don't get to possess or control people. You can only experience them. So again, if you have the means, you have the access, you have the funds, and it's a consensual situation where all parties are involved, know that there are other people or other baby mamas or other fathers, whatever you want to call it, then if that works for y'all, it work for y'all. That ain't my thing, not at this point in my life, but Nick has the means and the access to take care of multiple kids in multiple households. So I see the logic, Nick. I'm not really living that logic. But yeah, I see Drew says, well, Nick, just control your sperm. And of course, so basically he's saying he free, which equals to which equals the whole. So interestingly enough, I was listening to a podcast called the Social Proof Podcast. Y'all should get into it. It's really good. And Donnie, one of the female co-hosts, was talking to Shans, the host, and she was basically saying that she's single. And she's single, since you brought this up, and I was going to say this for another episode, but we're going to talk about this tonight, since y'all here with me. Thank y'all for rocking with me for episode 337. We're going completely off script. So, and she was saying that she's single. And he was like, but you're not single. You with somebody. She was like, I have a significant other. She was like, but I'm single. And he was like, well, how can you say that you're single if you have a significant other? Like, you're in a relationship. She was like, until a ring is on this finger and I'm married, I'm single, because when it comes to government applications or official government documents, there is no check this box for if you have a significant other or for a boyfriend or a girlfriend. She was like, so I'm single until I'm married, until I can check off something other than single on an official government document. I'm single. And so she was bringing up even the fact that, she is, so somebody asked her, oh, are you single? She responds with, I'm in a relationship. Because if you say that, yeah, I'm single, then of course it leads to other conversations that she's not trying to have, of course, because she's in a committed relationship. But technically the way she sees it is, as long as she's not married, she is technically single. But she does have, and she hopes that her significant other continues to have consideration for her just as she does for him, which is why she says, I'm in a relationship. So that any conversation will end, but so that she also isn't like lying to other people or even telling an untruth to herself, because she feels as though she's single until married. I'm also in agreement with that too, because when you think about official government documents or official anything, even when you think about medical insurance for your places of employment, and all of those things, it is like single, divorced, separated, widowed. Those are it's not boyfriend, girlfriend. It's not significant other. It's not really like partner on there. So I'm going to just sit that there. I'm going to sit that there and keep it moving. Let's keep things rolling. Let's see what the comments say. Totally agree. Marriage signs, it seals the deal. Outside of that, it's fair game. I like her. Yeah. She definitely was dropping some gems. But definitely that logic I also totally understood. Like, don't move out here like you single. But technically you're single. Don't move out here like you're single, though, if you are in a relationship with a significant other until I decide to take it to that next step. I would say I believe in having consideration for the person that you are with. All right, let's keep it moving. What else we on? Okay, so last week, I think it was last Wednesday, I shared out the video from Frontier Airlines where they taped down or duct taped a man or passenger to the seat, because he had groped two of the flight attendants and then punched the third. So check the video. I'm going to replay it again, but then also play this news report from one of the flight attendants.
Help! Help! This man got the right dentist. That's all I'm going to say. The dentist is on point.
Ladies and gentlemen, just make sure your seatbelts are fastened. We are landing.
All right, so check this video out from one of the flight attendants. I used it because, of course, it's just like a fake. It's a content curator who's really funny, and he did it. So check this out.
I understand something. I'm a flight attendant. That means I attend the flights. Sometimes our job has us attending to crazy people. If you push us too far, you're going to have to attend this ass whooping. You see, because on this particular flight, I'm sitting in the jump seat and I'm just looking at him act a damn fool. He's spitting and cussing and going crazy. I say, that's enough. I got up and I walked over there. And by the way, this man smelled like a pack of Marlboro cigarettes, 4 shots of Everclear alcohol, and regret. So I know something's about to go down. At this point, he touching all over my coworker's breast. And where he f***ed up at is when he touched my titties. Because I don't play that. So what I did is I took out the duct tape. I said, he got scared, started stuttering, say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right. I said, yeah, we about to mummify your ass now, boy. So we wrapped him up. Better than any Christmas present you will ever see. He won't be coming on no more Frontier flights at all.
When he was talking about he grabbed my... Yo, I saw this and it took me out. Okay? Like, it took me all the way out. Shout out to that man for making my day with a good, solid laugh. Now, I also want to go ahead and move forward with a few other topics. So, I like to keep my nails like low to where like there's really like no white at all showing. I just don't like any white to even show. But I don't look like nubs either to where like I don't been chewing on them. Like, so I use an actual nail clipper. And time to time, like I'll get a manicure like maybe once every 4 months. Mummify, hey Teresa. Maybe like a manicure every couple months. But I always do try to like maybe weekly clip my actual nails. But I saw this video regarding long nails. But before I get into that, first I'm going to play a video that I haven't tried out yet. But I'm going to try it out sometime this week regarding how to get an exact number on your credit card when pumping gas. So I'm going to play this first. I messed up the lineup a little bit, but that's all right. Check this out.
Okay, so I saw this TikTok earlier that if you're paying at the pump with a card, you can hit clear and enter to put in like how much you want. Like when you're paying with cash, so you know you don't have to like try and get it right at what you want. So we're going to see if it works. No shit. So you're telling me I've been doing this wrong my entire fucking adult life? What?
Totally, we'll be trying that out this week for sure, because I feel like there may be some validity to that one. So I will be trying that out and reporting back to y'all probably by next Monday. But nonetheless, at gas pumps, I know my sister used to have really long nails, and I think she still technically does have long nails, but she can pump her own gas. But people have an issue with using their nails when they're really long to get their cards in and out. So somebody developed, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, something else so smart. This little tool that looks like a clothespin, basically, but like a well-designed clothespin that people or women can use who have long, or people who have long nails, because not just women have long nails, can use this clip to grab the card, putting it in and putting it out. So that's what made me think about the long nails thing. But then I saw this video, and I was like, this is actually pretty accurate as well. Excuse the language in this video also, but just get into it.
Why, thank you. If they're wearing these, part 11. First up, we have one of my favorites. Everybody knows these, the French tips. It's a classy nail. And if she's wearing these 10 times out of 10, she's bougie as hell. They go with everything, and it is what it is. But be careful, because these nails don't break easy, which means you will get your ass slapped by the right one. Next up, we have what I like to call the Sophisti-Ratchets. Half sophisticated, a little more ratchet than the French tips. And there's nothing wrong with that. You gotta have a little balance in life. The only difference is with these, you will definitely get slapped still, but you will also get your ass cursed out. If you know, you know. Be careful what you say to her, because wherever you want to take it, she is already there, and she does not care. So I'm going to call these with the shits.
Wherever you want to take it, she already there. Wherever you want to take it. So speaking of long nails, then Cardi B and Lizzo apparently have collabed and will be dropping a single called Rumors come this Friday on my birthday. So we're gonna see what it's giving and what it's about. Of course, you got Cardi right here, and on the far left you got or right, I don't know what it would be. Or you got Lizzo. Long nails look good. Their nails look really nice. But it's so interesting. The reason why I also plugged this in, because someone texted me a rumor that has been heard, and it's so about a close loved one of mine. And I know what the truth is. It is amazing to me how the game of gossip goes and the telephone game continues to where the truth gets lost somewhere through the different lines of communications or throughout the different people who are passing the gossip. It's so wild. It's so wild. So I had to laugh. Like I said, now there was some. No, it was just all a lie. It was all a lie. It was all a lie. But yeah, Cardi B and Lizzo are dropping a new song called Rumors come Friday, August the 13th. So looking forward to that. Now, speaking of new songs, question of the day. I decided to try something new. We're going to do question of the day. I want y'all to name a song that you knew would be a hit the moment you heard it. We're not going to do story time today. I want you to think of a song that when you heard it, you knew it was going to be a hit. Now, I'm going to go first. So, back in the day, I was in high school, but I always had music on around me, whether I was in my room, car, of course, headphones, bathroom at home, whatever. Like, we always had a boombox somewhere, everywhere. So I remember there was this program on our radio station locally that was called Exit or Respected. So I think on like weeknights at 9 p.m. they would play a new song that came out. And this particular new song was Sierra and Field Mob featuring Sierra called So What. The people X'd it. And I'm like, what? This is a good song. Yada, 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 yada. Now, granted, they ain't win no Grammys, I don't believe, off the song. But it came back because it was a good song. He's saying, what is he doing all that? He was in the club and I heard. I might have even featured it here once before on Live with London. But I want y'all to drop in the comments what is the name of a song that you knew would be a hit the moment you heard it. Now, another song that I really didn't find to be like that great of a song until one time driving down from Tallahassee back to my hometown. My friend girl, she was playing the album B-Day album by Beyonce, and she kept replaying Irreplaceable. I personally didn't think it was a hit the first listen through or even the second listen through. But by the third, I was like, oh, I'm following now what she's actually saying. I'm just not listening for the harmonies or for the beat. I'm listening to the words that she's using. I got it now. I was not a fan of Irreplaceable when I first heard it. Just not at all whatsoever. Oh, okay. I see the comments are coming through. I see Ladies Night. Okay, I see A. Marie's One Thing. A. Marie for the win. I miss A. Marie. I owe her for my wearing Issey Miyake. I really do for the last, 20 years practically at this point, I want to say. What else? Anybody else have some? Okay. I see from my ATL crew, Nuck If You Buck, Crime Mob, Sorry Little Ratchet. But we like the ratchet. We like the ratchets. We like the classy. We like the bougie. We like the ghetto. All right. We like it all over here at Live with London. But yeah, like what are the songs that you knew would be an instant hit from the moment you heard it? Now, you know what one song I expected to have more longevity than what it did? So there was Back That Up. And then there was also Thong Song. I low-key thought Thong Song would have had a little bit more longevity than what it did. But Back That Up for the 99 and the 2000, that has stood the test of time. Stood the test of time. To where if you drop it at a party, clear the way and make rooms as people bum rush the dance floor. Get Your Freak On by Missy Elliott. I'm here for that as well. Ooh, that was a good song. So I remember being at the dances for that one. That was a good time. 8th grade. Good times, good times. But keep chiming in. Let me know what's the name of a song you knew would be a hit the moment that you heard it. And let's keep things moving on. Let's play. Okay. Although we have the Delta variant going on, the world is somewhat opened back up. I'm curious to know, and I should have researched more. I feel like it's in Chicago, but I could be completely wrong. Would you all be willing to do this? So it's a slide that goes a few floors down from like a certain floor of this skyscraper, but it runs along the outside of the building. Would you all be willing to do this? I low-key feel like I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then when I got up there, I feel like the anxiety would have taken over. And I would have beat up. I might have would have peed my pants. Like, she clearly is excited and ready to go, but I don't know once I got up there if I'd have still been game to do it. Just even looking at it, I feel myself like getting sick, like heart racing, palms sweaty type sick. Of course, it's Yes, it's about to be lit with that SF song. Absolutely. All right, and then let's see. Okay. So as you all know, likely I moved to a new community. And I am that person who likes to kind of see like what goes on in the neighborhood. So I'm like, okay, y'all have moved in across the street. Y'all moved in now next door. Still don't know what really any of you all look like, but I know there are neighbors now next to me or surrounding me in some capacity. I don't think I would ever be the neighbor who like finds things to do to go outside and kind of be nosy. Because I'm the neighbor to where if you outside and I wave to you as I'm passing, and by the time I'm getting ready to back into my garage, you walking past. So I don't have to wave at you again, or you feel like I'm welcoming you to come over and speak, because I'm not. Because I'm not that. I'm friendly, but not the most friendly. Like, yeah, so once I'm home, I just don't want nobody to come knocking on my door asking for nothing. Just don't. Unless we already have established some type of like rapport. And I haven't done that with any of the neighbors. Drew says I do it, but I would be screaming like a girl on the slide. Oh, I definitely will be screaming to the top of my lungs, kicking and screaming. But nonetheless, the video I want to play is this. Check this video out.
When the neighbor pretends to water the grass to see what the hijabis are up to.
Hijabis. Like, why he all in their business? He's all in their business as they just trying to celebrate.
When the neighbor pretends to water the grass to see what the hijabis are up to.
He or she. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this here kitchen and see what we serving up today. First we have, okay, so the Avengers movie or the Loki movie or something like that came out on Disney Plus, and someone made a drink inspired by it, and it looks really good. So I decided and figured I would share it here on the show. So check this out. All right, now in addition to that, so I had a really bomb, maybe like 2 years ago for my birthday, I had a bomb avocado burger on toast from this place called Henry's in Midtown here in Atlanta. It was so good. Like one of the best burgers I probably ever had in my life. And I don't like all that additional toppings, but that avocado, that toast, and that burger, And now I feel like I can make it at home, minus the eggs. The eggs, I was like, not really with the eggs. Check this out. It gives me very much so like 40% protein, 45% fats, 15% carbs. That's what that meal gives me. It gives me very high in protein, low carbs, high fats, very almost keto-like, but just again, the carbs Gotta cut the carbs. Gotta cut the carbs, man. But then in addition to cutting all things, this right here, I'm like, I want to crack into some crab legs and some lobster. The way this meat came out looking. I'm going to play this just to play it because I don't know how it was prepared. All I know is it looked so good. And I was like, I want some. Where is this at?
Lend me some money, 'cause I'm...
Or fish. I don't even know what that was. All I knew is it made me instantly hungry. And I'm like, can I get some? Can I please have a plate? Please, can I have a plate? All right, and then keeping things moving, get to some inspiration real quick. I want to play or show some pictures or images in a video, a couple of videos from this TikTok sensation. But first, let me play this first video to get to know him a little bit from what he posts on TikTok. Now, I do ask that you forgive me because I do not know how to pronounce his name correctly. I don't know whether it's KB, Kabi, Kabai, Lame, Lame, Leem. I don't know how to say his name, but nonetheless, he's a 21-year-old Senegalese-born individual, and he lost his job in 2020, but he's now worth nearly $2 million. He became popular for his short comedy skits where he sarcastically points out people who complicate simple tasks. And as of July 2021, he is the second most followed TikTok account. Talk about a come up from losing your job in 2020 to now being worth nearly $2 million. And I'm not sure what he did prior to becoming TikTok famous, but I'm sure he wasn't making or anywhere near making $2 million within a year and a half. So big ups to this and to this young guy. And I'm gonna play the first video that I saw that made me like crack up because I'm like, that didn't even make sense. And I'm gonna be completely honest too. The way he opened this banana, I'm like, I've never opened a banana like that. So we're gonna talk about that too. But let me play this video first. Check this out. Right, that was the first video that I saw. I was like, "Dad, like, why would you need a knife to cut a banana?" Now, what I want to also point out though is I've never opened up a banana from what I consider to be the bottom. I've always opened bananas from the top. But here's the thing. I vividly remember one of my colleagues, we were outside running our mouths one day after or on a break in between like this 3-day department meeting. And me and her never really talked one-on-one before. In this particular instance, we did. And I noticed she did the same thing too. I was like, why are you, in my head, I said, you're opening up the banana from the bottom. So I'm curious to know for those who are still with me and watching, how do you open a banana? Is it from like the top where the stem is, or from what I consider to be like the bottom of the banana? Do you open it from the bottom or like the side? And where do you peel? Do you peel from the bottom or do you peel from the top? Even if you do open it from the side. I should have brought a banana up here, like in here with me, but I didn't. Sorry. But I'm curious to know because I opened mine from where the stem, what I consider to be like a stem. I don't know if that's the correct name for it. Where that starts. So let me know what y'all do. I'm curious to know, but I also want to just simply say that go ahead and go after what it is you want. I feel like Facebook must be shutting me down. I don't know what I did this time, but nonetheless, I will say this much. Go after what it is that you want because you never know what can happen for your life tomorrow. So with that being the case, let me reveal the title and the artist real quick. The song went like this. We started off casual, walks to the park, candlelight dinners by dark, I'm thinking smart. At first she might think I'm in a rush to touch, clutch, and be up, but baby, I ain't on that stuff. Dropped her off and told her, call me up. So that is from One Call Away by Chingy featuring, I think it was it Jason Weaver? Jason Weaver or Tyrese? No, Tyrese was pulling me back. One Call Away was Chingy featuring Jason Weaver from back in the day. Yeah, so go and play that. Have a good time. Play a little Throwback Tuesday, Throwback Monday, whatever you want to call it. But Live Bo, thank y'all for rocking with me for episode 337. I don't subscribe to that. I will see y'all on Wednesday for Live Learning episode 338. Until then, live bold, love loud and proud, laugh hard, and don't stop. Get it, ooh, ooh, get it, don't stop. Pop that. Let me see you on Wednesday. Mwah.